Okay, this is what we're gonna need tonight. We're gonna do an Alice in Wonderland meets the Easter Bunny meets Totally Dazzled. We're gonna need this charger plate that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Now you don't have to have this particular one. You can have any kind of charger plate. Who likes peanuts? Anyway, I took these 2 peanut cans. We're gonna need 2 peanut cans, or you could use like a large oatmeal container. That would work too. That would work really well. On top of it, I have, you do not have to use this. I'll tell you a substitute. This is a candle holder, a candle ring, okay? And I've got it on here with E6000 and hot glue, okay? In the floral section at Hobby Lobby, they have rolls of this kind of stuff, you know? And they have a metal roll that looks like, very ornate metal. And so what you could do is you could get a roll of that and put it around here and make it your crown. So that's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a charger, a couple of peanut cans, or an oatmeal, big oatmeal can, a crown of sorts, okay? You're gonna need some floral wire like this from the Dollar Tree. I get mine, and it bends really very easily. See how, I don't wanna bend it just yet, but it bends very, very easily. So there's that. We're gonna use some Totally Dazzled bling wrap, some black Totally Dazzled bling wrap, which I love. This is gonna be so pretty. We are going to use some of these from the Hobby Lobby. They come on a roll. They're little, what I call shabby chic rosettes. I love them. They come in a couple of different 2-3 colors, and I use them all the time. You're gonna need some of this fur that comes on a roll from Hobby Lobby. You're gonna need some ribbon. I chose these 2. I don't know if I'll use both, but I know for sure I'm gonna use this one. This is just a big roll from Hobby Lobby I got for $1, believe it or not, and it's grosgrain. You can kind of see it up close, okay? I got grosgrain ribbon, and I got some trim, a little bit of trim. We're gonna use some pink fur, a couple of little strips of fabric, because I'm gonna be gluing the wire to the other side of the fur, and I didn't want to burn my fingers, so I used that for that. And we are going to be using some gold today, Totally Dazzled bling, and I'm just not sure how many of these we're going to use, but these are the ones I chose. What I'm going to do, I got these married together. I'm going to, oh, and I forgot the one thing, the big thing to tell you that we're using is this Hobby Lobby scrapbook paper. This is scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and it looks like Harlequin. What I did was I took a 12 by 12, 2 12 by 12s, and I cut them down to 9.5 inches, okay? And then I put them together so that the pattern looks good. You see what I'm saying? You don't see any strangeness in the pattern. I glued them together, okay, with a little glue stick. That's all I needed. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it around these cans, just like this, okay? Make this nice and tight all the way around, and put a little bit of hot glue on here and seal the deal. Okay, just like that. All right, so we got this cool looking can. Now I'm gonna attach it right here in the center of this, where it's supposed to be. Okay, little E6000 along the perimeter, and a little bit of hot glue, and it should stay. Okay, now let's deal with this crown. I'm gonna put some E6000 on it. I might not. So all right, the next thing that we are going to do, hold on. We have these little rosettes. These are from Hobby Lobby. They come on a roll, and I'm just gonna place these around the brim of this hat. Okay, there's that. Got the little flowers going around here to kind of dress it and zhuzh it up a little bit, right? Because this has to go bye-bye for a minute, because This is going to have some bunny ears coming up out of it, and wait till you see bunny ears. Okay, so what you need to do in order to make one of these is, remember I said you need the floral wire from the Dollar Tree. And what I did was I took 2 pieces and just cut the same size. So I have the same size ears, and you can see what's happening here, right? You see what's happening? I got me a bunny ear already, right? I got a bunny ear right here. Okay, just about like that. Okay, so what I did was I laid it down. I've got this that you get on a roll. Now you can buy this on the bolt like you would a piece of fabric. But I got okay, I'm gonna cut this in half. Reason being, because I had the exact same length in this one and I cut it in half. Okay? And it was it's about not quite 9, about 8.5 inches. You can make it as big as you want. You can make some great old big bunny ears if you want. Just, you know, it's whimsical. It can be anything you want. Okay, so I needed mine wider. Okay, so what I did was I just ran a bead of glue and I attached them, because when you see all this fur on the front, you don't notice that it's 2 pieces together. You just look like a big fat piece of fur. So you make do, right? Hey Pam, it's your first time? Great, love to have you here. Thank you. Okay. First time on Totally Dazzled? That's awesome. On this side, what I did was I just kind of fluffed it so that you really can't see any seams of any kind. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over. Okay, so I had to make my ear fit in this area right here. Okay, can you see this? I had to make my little ear fit in that area. So, and this is where these little strips of fabric come in. You can use any kind of fabric you have on hand because you're not going to see it. It's going to be on the inside of the ear, right? So this is what I did. Pretty easy peasy. I just did a little bit of glue. Like this, and I attached it with the fabric on this side, just like that. Did it on the other side. So this is what you got right now. Ouch, it's hot. I keep touching it, it's hot. I keep saying it's hot. You think I would learn? I don't, clearly. Anyway, let me bring this up because I want it kind of the same size-ish. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in the shape of a rabbit's ear. Okay, I'm gonna start at the bottom, come up toward the top. I'm gonna leave a little bit of that fur on the side there because I don't like to make it like a blunt cut if I don't have to. Here I have to because I have to form it to shape the rabbit's ear. And I'm gonna cut some of that fabric because I don't want it sticking out. Just gonna trim it. Okay, you see how we're forming the ear? All right, there's that. Okay, so we need the pink now on top of this. See how that looks like a little, kind of like a bunny's ear now? And I had a couple of these left. They were just circles. And so what I did was I cut them. I had a small circle and a big circle. So what I did was I just cut it in half, and this attached to this, it worked, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead, put some hot glue here. It's pretty forgiving because of the furriness of it. It's just really easy to, you just put it on and it looks, you know, and shape it and to the shape that you want, shape of the bunny ear. Okay, and then trim it. Pull it out, pull the fur out. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of marry the two together with the hot glue, and then I'll have to trim it up. it's easy to move around. Okay, now I've got these two little wires at the bottom here, and I'm just going to twist them together in the direction they're already twisted, like this. Okay, right here. Right here. I like this part right here. Okay, these ears are going to get attached to the side of this can with a lot of hot glue. All right, now with this 3-inch wide ribbon, grosgrain ribbon, okay, it's going to go around the whole perimeter here, okay, like this. And I think I'm going to do it twice because I can see the black and white through, and I don't want to see the black and white through. So I'm going to double it up. I'm going to put some hot glue on the end of the ones I just connected. All right, now I'm going to take some Totally Dazzled Bling Wrap in the black because I think it'll really offset this with the black and white Harlequin checks. I think that'll be really cool. And so let's see how much I'm going to need. As I'm going to put, I'm going to make it probably, oh, maybe three blings wide. Just a little trim is all I want. A little dab of hot glue in the middle. A little bit. I'm going to just put a little dab of hot glue here, a little dab of hot glue there, all the way around as I. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some hot glue right to the edge of that peanut can lid. And I'm going to hot glue it all the way around this time. I got this trim. It was just a little braided, like a braided trim. So I'm going to put that on there as well. I'm going to put it on the edge of this platter. Can you see how pretty that little bit of trim is? Isn't it gorgeous? And that black, Totally Dazzled. Oh my, it just did. And I love it, and I think it would be really, really, really pretty. It would accent this little bit of ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to, I've already used it. Go ahead. And put it like, right in the center of the other peachy color, peachy pink. That, I think that really zhuzhed it up a little bit, took it up a notch, okay, right? Here's the thing. I want a crown here. I'm thinking a crown would be really cool. See how it works. A little hot glue and some E6000 tonight. My stinking cute is this crown. I love it. Put it right between the ears. Like that. You see it? I think I'm going to add these little guys on either side here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the top. Now, like I said before, you can keep the top without putting, something around it like I did. Now it's permanent, okay? But you don't have to put the bling wrap around there. You could put it just at the bottom. But if you want, you can take a little, I have a little blade here, okay, like a little Fisker's blade, and I just went and did a little cross at the top, and I'll show you what I did. You can see it. See where I hit the little cross there at the top? Cut a little cross in it, and I have some beautiful flowers that I'm going to put on there at the top. So this cute little bunny is going to sit gonna be like more of a it's gonna be more of a centerpiece. And the top of her hat is gonna be these gorgeous spring flowers. What do you guys think?
Totally Dazzled sells sparkling rhinestone wedding supplies. Check us out at totallydazzled.com. But before you do, click up here and download our free Printable Sparkle Quotes. Or click down here and watch one of our other awesome tutorials.